Hey, AK.
Hey, happy spooky season.
Happy spooky season.
I am not drinking rum. I am drinking oatmeal stout.
Wait, you're drinking what?
Oatmeal stout.
Oh, how is that?
It's so good. I love oatmeal stout. I got this at can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
I got this at Trader Joe's actually.
Oh, Trader Joe's.
Yeah, the hairbrush I was looking for is on my desk.
I'm drinking a teeny sippy of from my D&D glass, no less.
Nice, nice.
Some Lafroig, oak barreled something or another. Um,
Of course, I got my frosty mug.
I got my big ass water.
I have a normal size glass of water.
Uh, it's like we've got opposites. Tiny glass, big alcohol, and I have little alcohol, big water.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, it is gorgeous. You're so rich, so much brown that's happening, so much beautiful brownness. Shout out to melanin. Hashtag not the problem in this movie. Done. That was my last joke.
So tonight we're talking about scary stories to tell in the dark.
Sorry.
In melanin we trust.
Sorry.
This one was my choice because I grew up reading the books, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. There's multiple volumes. And
Oh, cheers. Sorry.
Oh yeah, cheers. Yummy. They scared me really bad. And so when I found out that there was going to be a movie, of course I was like, I have to watch this. And then I didn't watch it. It took me years to finally watch it.
When did it come out?
2019.
2019. Okay.
I didn't watch it until last year.
Whoa. It's like crazy how my brain registers 2019 as like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
The blip.
Yes, exactly. The blip. So yeah, I watched it last year and it's not that scary, but because those stories are scary, it really scared me a lot. Like because I went into it already scared,
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, if you haven't noticed, it's a slumber party tonight.
We got our robes. That way we don't have to be scared in the shower right after this. Yeah. Yeah, we wanted to be cozy because you tell scary stories in the dark in your pajama jams.
Exactly. And I don't have Halloween pajamas.
I don't either. Huh.
We need to remedy that.
We really do. Because I have Christmas pajamas.
I have Christmas pajamas too.
Well, once we start a joint Cash App, you'll be able to, send us money for pajamas.
AK said we need comfort blankets. Look what I have here.
Mine's too far. I mean, by far, I mean like 3 arms are like away.
Well, I have no pants on, so
I put on pants just for the stream because I was afraid I shift too much.
I didn't, and my robe is not ankle length, so I need a blanket to cover my legs.
Right.
Anyway.
Well, I'd never seen this before.
Were you familiar with books?
I heard of the books. I don't remember if I read them or not because I was a big R.L. Stine girl. So I read like so many Goosebumps. It's I forgot the name of this author. I should have written it down.
This was like for me, this was like at the time felt like a step up from Goosebumps. As far as like my horror reading.
Way to shit on Goosebumps.
No, I love Goosebumps. I love
Goosebumps. Alvin Schwartz. Like, shout out to Alvin Schwartz for yeah, I'm gonna grab one of these. This, in case you're interested in banned books, these are on the list. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark are on the list of banned books. Fear Street, yes.
Yep, I read
the Fear Street books too. Yeah. But this is the first time I'd seen this movie, and Tanya told me a little bit about it. She said something. Oh, you know what? It's because when I was making the flyer, and I was like, well, I don't know which cover do I use? Do I, what a this face, whatever. And she showed me the cover and I was like, yeah, that shit looks creepy. And then she said something about like the woman with the white face. And then I found her and I was like,
yeah, the pale lady.
Oh, she was scary, but we'll get to her. Yeah, so I watched it some random night and I was like, I can see how you would be disturbed. Can we agree to just make a brief mention of the shit that, like, basically I'm watching the movie. I'm like, yeah, I guess, like, I understand, like, it's scary. If I was a kid, I would have been scared too. Until it came to the point where I was like, she didn't tell me that this was going to happen. This is literally one of my worst nightmares. Why is this happening? Why didn't she warn me? And it's because she forgot.
Because I forgot. And it's not because it was forgettable, but because my brain was protecting me.
Yeah. Yeah. I never, like, we're going to talk about it once, very briefly, and then we're going to move on to the next story. So yeah. And I love stories. I love movies like this that are, there's like teeny little bit other stories built into them. And it was really fun. And I had to keep remembering that this wasn't like, it came out in 2019, but it wasn't like current day, it was Vietnam War and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm like, why am I seeing the Nazi things over next Nixon? Oh, right. So yeah, we've set the table. Let's eat.
Do you want to see a haunted house? No. Boom.
No.
End of the movie.
The end.
That's how it would have went.
The end. No. Or you know what? I'll walk with you guys, but I'm not going inside.
Nope. I'd be like,
or you know what? Actually, I just remembered I'm grounded. Like, I don't want to go see a haunted house.
Never. No, I'm so good.
I've lived in them. It's no fun. Yeah.
You guys have at it. And then boom, movie's done. Tanya didn't go.
Yeah.
Stacia hears about the missing kids.
It's like one of those things where you're like, okay, these kids, there's bullies. It's the whole I'm gonna see you after school thing. There's the girl with the reputation. Yeah, it's the formula,
Yeah.
Scary movie formula. The only thing that didn't happen is that nobody lost their virginity and a couple of them still disappeared. So
well, I was really interested when I found out about it to see how they were gonna make the movie, because as you see, it's different stories. My first note moment was when our melanin cousin joined the party and I was literally screamed, "Don't let them trap you in their bullshit." Yeah. So as you see, it's multiple stories. It's a book of short stories. And so I was wondering how they would do that for a film. And so I liked how they created the Sarah Bellows story and her having a book of horror stories. And that way they could have multiple stories from the book, all be in the movie without making it weird. So I like that.
Yeah. And you get these kids' personalities. Although I will say that what's the girl with the haunted pimple? What was Ruth? What's her brother's name? Chuck.
Ruth.
Yeah. So Ruth and Chuck, I was like, why are you giving our brown homie so much trouble, town, when Ruth's brother is clearly other, but whatever. Anyway, so these kids, they're in high school. There's bullies. They're like, it's Halloween. It's Halloween. And
yeah, you're right. Yeah. He's Lebanese. Lebanese Syrian.
I looked at his face and I was like,
yeah.
Why are they just fucking with Ramon?
They have a different dad and nobody talks about it.
Basically.
But
30?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's the oldest one. I was stalking them earlier. I was like, this is a handsome young man. Yeah, he's 30. The other ones are like in their early 20s. So
yeah, I expected early 20s. I didn't expect 30.
Melanin. Tanya. Melanin.
That's the answer.
Once again, always the answer. But it's like, they're at that, I don't know exactly what grade they're in, but they're young enough to still care about Halloween enough to dress up, and I really love that they went home after school and they're like she's putting on her little witch's warts, and he's disappointed his mom because what the fuck is this spider outfit? It's not
Spider-Man.
scary. I want to be
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. And the other kid is like, I don't want to be a clown. And like, of all the types of clowns that you can be, like that type of clown, like the frilly with the things. So, the only one who scored points for trick-or-treating was a homegirl whose name I cannot remember.
Who?
I've just been referring to her this whole time as "This is all your fault."
Oh, Stella.
Hashtag "This is all your fault."
Yeah, our fault.
So, and I love that they're getting together, go trick-or-treating, and that's super fun for me. Of course, because it's scary stories to tell in the dark, I was prepared for some shenanigans. I did not expect them to get like chased down and hunted into a stranger's car at a drive-through rather.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that I would have let these motherfuckers in my car, to be completely honest.
No, I wouldn't have. I think his door just wasn't locked.
It's like rule 101 of being a woman, right? As soon as you get in the car, you lock your doors.
Yeah.
So,
always.
but also, they didn't have automatic locks back in the days.
Yeah,
so
there's that.
He would have had to reach over and manually lock every door. Because he's a man, AK. I see this type of stream this is going to be. I feel like I need to like take a moment.
You're a second. You can let you box grieve.
Okay.
You good? Good. Okay.
I blame the iron deficiency.
So my nose is itchy. So Stella takes a book out of the haunted house. Rule number 1 of
they were escaping. They went to the haunted house to like blow off some steam and as a palate cleanser after the bullies were trying to break into this poor boy's car.
I'm gonna sneeze
at you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, well, okay, you're killing me. You're killing me. I'm trying to do my best today, and you just keep tossing me alley-oops. Like, please stop. Yeah, it was very cool of him to like, I smell pussy on him. I appreciated that.
Real quick, I just want to address this question about Sarah Bellows' family. She was albino. That's why they were so wicked to her. They like briefly mention it.
Yeah. And I was like, that's enough to like.
Yeah.
She was albino, and she was telling them that they're poisoning the water. There's mercury in the water, and she knew. But yeah, she was albino, so they kept her locked up. Clearly a witch.
Yeah, well, of course. Rule number 1: when you are in a haunted place, you don't take anything with you.
I mean, rule number 1 is you don't go inside, but if you must,
don't leave with anything. Nothing. You never leave with something. Don't know. In a haunted book, of all things.
Okay. So she's a book nerd, right? She's a writer. She's a book nerd.
You should have known better.
She should have. Oh, yes, that. Never mind. You just poked holes in my case.
Like you read. You should
know this happens.
You never take something.
I have a friend. Shout out to my homie Cameron. We were talking about those things that appear later on in this movie that we're somehow gonna have to manage. Speaking of, and he's like, "Oh my god, I love them." I'm like, "I hate them. Why does anything have 8 of anything that's not an octopus? Octopus gets a pass."
Those freak me out too. I'm gonna be honest, they're a little too intelligent.
I don't mind them.
I feel like they have it out for me. Like me personally.
But you don't like to swim in the ocean, so you're good.
I don't. I like to dip my toes in the waves. That's it.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
It's terrifying.
It is a terrifying place. But he was like, "Oh, these things, I love them." He's like, "Wait, then how did you watch Lord of the Rings?" I was like, "I read the books. I saw it coming. Same thing with Harry Potter." I was like, "I know about Aragog. I know about whatever they call that thing in Lord of the Rings. As soon as I see one string going from this side to that side, I know it's time to close my eyes." and this is why
Yeah.
you read. So yeah, taking the scary book out of the scary house.
Don't do that.
Amateur
Now
hour.
you're getting
For what?
scary stories.
For
And
what?
so the first one, we have the bully getting turned
Shit.
into Harold,
Thanks, AK.
getting turned into Harold the Scarecrow.
What
That
a
was really
terrible
scary.
scarecrow. That was the ugliest scarecrow I've ever seen.
That is for real scary.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if I was a bird. Like, do you think birds were like, oh, not that one? don't
If I was a
don't
bird,
go to the field of Harold's family and their fucking eggs.
if I was Harold's family, I'd be terrified to have that thing outside.
Can you imagine? They're like, oh, go walk through the field. You're like, no, mommy, I don't want to. No, daddy, please don't make me carry eggs through the field. Like, how is it even whose idea was this?
I mean, that's where they live. They know the place.
I feel like it's actually, I mean, I looked at it, I'm like, this used to be a person. They like sewed this face together and they stuck it on a scarecrow. No, I didn't feel bad for him either, okay? Because he was a jerk.
Yeah, and it's interesting because obviously we know later on some other kids go missing, the ones that aren't jerks, and there's like, what's gonna happen? Like, where are they? But nobody really cares about the first missing kid.
No, and it's the crazy because he seemed like, well, what's interesting is, or now I'm getting warm to take off my socks. What's interesting about Harold's story is that he's like the jerk, he's like the jock, blah 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 blah, the bully, all of those things, and then he gets home and his mom's like, "Are you drunk again?" And I was like, "This is a regular occurrence. Now you're sending your drunk kid to go deliver eggs in the middle of the night? Why did you beat him?" And I think that, I'm all about somebody getting their comeuppance, right?
Mm.
So when the bully, you see what the bully is afraid of, and it's actually legitimately scary, you're like, oh, okay. Okay. I want him to run. I want him to be terrified. I want the worst, honestly. And the fact that he kept turning and realizing that he was back at the same place, I was here for it. I mean, I didn't like the scarecrow any more than he did. It was a really, really ugly. Unfortunately, it just gets worse from that. And then he disappeared. And everybody's like, oh my God, where's Harold? And we were like, he's an asshole. Why do you care? His mom's like, who's going to deliver my eggs now?
So then the next story was called Big Toe, the Big Toe. And kid's mom is out of town. Stella's telling him, do not eat anything. This haunted book is saying that you should not eat anything. And he's like, Mom, I'm going to eat the stew. And Mom's like, what stew? I didn't cook any stew. And he's like, well, somebody did. And it's like,
I know, they're on the phone. He's like, well, why didn't you guys buy food for me before you left? And like the answer on the phone wasn't like, we did buy food. Like that would have been scarier, right? I went grocery shopping. What do you mean there's nothing in the fridge? There's this pot. All I see is this pot. What happened to the rest of the food? I don't know. All I see is this pot. I went grocery shopping, right? That would have been scarier to me.
Well, she didn't go
Director's
grocery
notes.
shopping, but somehow there's a pot of stew. And to me, the whole, well, I didn't make a stew. Like, where the fuck did this stew come from? And he's like,
I don't think, but you know what? A teenage boy.
Yeah.
You've lived in a house with a teenage boy. I've lived in a house with a teenage boy. It doesn't matter. If it's there, they're going to eat it.
But like also your friend is on the phone shrieking at you not to eat anything. And I get she sounds hysterical and we don't believe in ghosts and all of that. You probably didn't think it was real. But if somebody is shrieking at me, don't eat anything, and a mystery stew appears.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. And your mom was just like, no, did not make stew. Like,
well, then
do you know, like, did your stepdad or your mom's boyfriend, was he known to be chefing it up?
Is he a regular stew maker?
No, gross. And he's just like, and he doesn't even heat it up. Like, what about food safety? What about temperature safety?
Cold stew, I could
cold
not.
toast stew. Yeah, no. I watched him eat it. Like, what I did say to myself is like, damn, I need one of those pots. Why don't I own one of those? That's the good shit.
Yeah.
Um, but he's like digging around. You just see like I enjoyed like watching the things start to bubble to the surface.
Ugh.
It was so gross. It was so gross. I got totally derailed just now because I was like, damn, I wish we could just talk about Interview with the Vampire season 2. Like, let's just push pause and talk about how much we love Lestat, that messy, toxic bitch. We'll save that for another stream. Because we're going to talk about it. But yeah, he's there and he's the one who's like the skeptic, right? He's like, oh, I don't believe in the ghosts. Ugh. I know.
Like, you don't cut your meat. You just put a big old soup spoon of meat in your mouth.
Well, he didn't have to look at it. So it wasn't like he was like, he was just like, dude, I know, I can't wait. But yeah, that part to me, I mean, and he, like I said, he was the one who was skeptical. And she's like, who has my toe? He's like, bitch, the only person I hear saying that is you.
Yeah.
It's just you. And you're like, oh.
Gosh, these stories actually really are scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm freaking out a little bit.
It's just like it's you that like that's and the funny thing is like they're reading the story and narrating it by I don't hear the who has my toe voice because it's actually being read and you're the one who's saying it. So I'm not hearing it here, right? Until you stop saying it. And then I'm like, what is this? What is this noise in the house? I thought about it. Yeah, the run outside or hide under the bed. I thought about it for a second because once he starts to hear those noises, he goes and he turns off the light. And I'm like, oh no, why are you in the dark? But I was like, you know what? If I thought somebody was in my house, I would turn my lights off too. You know why? Because I know my house in the dark and you don't. I know my way around my house in the dark. I don't have to turn on the lights, unless my nephews have been there and then it's the fucking Lego or some shit. But like otherwise.
Yes.
Hey, Peter Griffin.
Hey,
what's good? Nice to see you.
Louis does wrong. Here's to you, Peter. Long time no see.
Cheers.
So yeah, anyway, big lady wants her big toe back. She snatches him into the beyond.
Yeah, my fingernails hurt just watching that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That one wasn't the scariest to me.
No, it wasn't. I was just like, I felt like that was, the appetizer.
Mm-hmm. And the red
spot. You know what? It's that those two stories were this edible ain't shit of this movie.
Yeah. The red spot, actually, despite having the insects that I hate, wasn't the scariest to me either. But I vividly remember that story from
my skin is crawling. I remember that urban legend.
Yeah, I remember reading that.
Ugh, I don't even want to talk about it.
Let's skip it. All right.
We're skipping it. So this girl got bit in the fucking haunted house. Things happened. They put her in the asylum where I would have also lived.
I also would have gone to
from that day forward.
Happened to me. Moving along. Then we get the red room with the pale lady.
Shout out to The Shining.
That's the shit that fucked me up. And I don't have a mannequin head, right? And my Medusa wig needs to be brushed. And so I hung it from the top of my door so that I could have something holding it in place while I brush it. Well, when you're walking down a dark hallway and there's just long hair blowing by, it'll really fuck you up. It'll really fuck you up. So after seeing the pale, I'm creeping myself out.
I love it.
Don't put a wig on your door. Like
I have to hang mine from like on the side of my door too because I don't have it. Like I refuse to get a mannequin head because that'll be scarier to me. Yeah. I'll like wake up and first of all I don't have anywhere to put it, and then I would wake up and just be like, and also I have too many wigs. If I was going to do it properly, I'd need one for each wig, which I am also not doing.
Yeah, the husband finally asked me, "Why is there a wig on the door today?" And I was like, "Black girl things, don't worry about it."
you know. It's like one time my dad came into the bathroom when I was braiding my hair, and I used like the shower hooks to like separate it out. So there was like feet in here, like just all the way down the shower. And he came and he looked at it and he was just like, and then he just walked out. He's been married to a black woman for a long time. He knows what's up,
He knows what's up.
you know?
The
Yeah.
red room, the pale lady to me is, I want to say she's the scariest, but the jangly man is also horrifying.
Jangly Man is really scary. He has like that creepy body stuff that happens.
Yeah, but the pale lady is creepy in a way that really stayed with me.
Is it because you wanted to hug her a little bit?
No, I did
I
not
did.
want to hug her. Mm-mm.
I did. I was like, she looks so squishy. Like, I'm scared, but she looks like everything will be okay.
No, she does not.
I was like, it's like Pillsbury Dough
Mm-mm.
lady,
It's like Lenny
but
accidentally crushing the rabbit. Mm-mm.
it looked so squishy and soft.
Yeah, but her face was horrifying, and her dress was also her body.
Her dress was also her body. Yeah. She wasn't so scary to me.
She was terrifying.
She wasn't so scary to me.
I wanna picture her
I
face.
think what was scary to me about that was them going into this hospital, right? Being like, "Hey, we need to find like old records." Cute, right, kids? I want hospital records for a patient, and they're like, "HIPAA, no," you know. And they're like, but for you know how I am with my dreams, right? For Chuck to be like, "Oh my god, my dream! Like, there's this red room, red room, red room," and dreams are funny because like, you know, red room's a metaphor. You in your dream, you're dreaming about a literal room that's red, but it's got red room. And it's just what is it? Research and something,
Yeah, I forgot what it was.
research and education department or some shit like that. And I really enjoyed seeing that sign on the door because I was like, oh shit, this is the red room. And they tell him that, oh, it's in the red room. He's like, no, 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 gotta go. And then Stella, the messy bitch, is forcing him to come along. Like he just wanted to stay home. And it's not like, oh, your name is in the book, it's your turn. We should look out for you because he disappeared and they didn't check. They just kept going on her mission to learn more about the Bellows girl.
They did look for him.
Not hard enough.
Well, not hard enough, but they did look for him.
She was too busy being in love.
Just absorbed him. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Donut that's how babies are made. Because he asked me once, how did he get in my belly? And before I could answer, he goes, "You ate me?" And like I didn't want to mess up his logic of like, how did I eat you if you were already outside to get back into my belly?
Oh, then how did you get outside after I ate you?
He believes he came up through my mouth.
Oh, like D&D.
Like my jaw unhinged. Yeah. He said that my mouth got
Throw
really,
baby.
he said my mouth got really big. And then he popped out. And I was like, cool story.
Almost Athena.
Totally what happened. He burst out the side of my neck.
Like a goiter. Yeah. So I felt bad. He got separated and now he's by himself. Like, how he's still running around and not curling up into a little ball, like just like help, help, or like those three grown-ups.
Follow my trail of pee.
Yeah.
Or worse.
Or worse. Worse. Like those three guys who were out like on that little roof bridge between the two buildings, like that's where I would have stopped. I'm in trouble. Yeah, no, I'm not supposed to be here. Wherever you guys are going, I'm going to.
Right? Let's link arms.
You know, take me with you. Kick me out. I cannot be here. Do not bring me to the red room. And you know, I love that. What's her shit? Not Sarah. What's Stella? I love that Sarah is probably going to grow up to be a journalist because she's really good at research. Stella. I can't. The hashtag that I made up for her in our own chat is way too long, so I can't even do that. So, you know, this is all your fault. I'm like, yo, okay, so you guys are good at research, you're reading, blah, blah, blah. I love that she didn't know what the wax cylinder was. No, never, never, never. Wax cylinder was, and I like that too because we're too young really to have you ever seen a wax cylinder IRL?
A wax cylinder?
Yeah.
I don't know what
So
part
the
you.
wax cylinder is the thing that they played the audio that they were listening to of
Oh no,
of
no,
this,
I've
right?
never
I've
even.
never seen one in real life. I've
Mm-mm.
only read about them. I don't even think I'm trying to think if I've ever I guess I must have seen a picture, but I've never seen one in real life. So to learn that and to see that and to watch it get played was super fun. But to hear this poor girl um being tortured by her family doctor, who was literally her brother, was just so crazy. It was so crazy and so scary. Man, I think
They began to decline in the 1910s.
1910s. Yeah, that's why we've never seen one. And then they went to like, you know what? This cylinder is cool, but how about this flat disc?
Right.
Oh, we've come a long way, audio. Yeah,
They
yeah.
ceased manufacturing um, all of those things in 1929.
1929. Wow, that was the year after my grandmother was born. I like to look. Remember? Do you remember the year that they stopped making VHS players?
I don't.
It was recently. It was in the last 10 years because I remember for some reason was looking that up, but there was like it was I think the last one was made in Germany or something, and they're like, okay, you can't buy them anymore. The last one's being manufactured there. So if you don't have a VHS player and you don't live on eBay, you will never have one, and it's too bad.
No, I do not have one, and my DVD player is so old that I can't connect it to my TV. So that's what I'm
Mm,
gonna do.
yeah, I have a CD drive on one of my old laptops, and
I
I
have an
could probably make
external
that work.
CD drive.
Yeah, I used to have that when people would want me to like, oh, yo, could we make a DVD of this concert? And I'm like, why? But you have like I had when I was able to do it, and it's like a whole other different editing stream. You got to set up chapters and like design the menus and stuff. And so I have a great respect for that whole process of how things get made. But we digress. So
We
yeah,
digress.
ancient technology. Um, wait, did we skip past the whole these people? Oh no, because they were able to find the people in the book. What was her name? Lulu,
Yes.
the black magic.
Yes. Lulu Baptiste.
I look so fuzzy on the stream. I just looked over at my other screen and I was like, yeah, Lulu Baptiste, of course. I'll just say that.
No, what do you want to say about Lulu?
You know, I enjoy that now we don't always as often encounter the magical Negro in scary stories, right? Like, here's a person who is going to give you a little bit of insight. Exactly, aka the magical Negro trope. Who's going to give you insight into the things that are happening, or this is where the magic comes from, or this. Like, I hate that. I really, really do. Like, I do. Like, it's cool, okay. Like, if we're gonna be in a, let's make us magical, but like, like, why couldn't she just? She was traumatized, right? Well, first of all, this is why this is not credible, and this is why this is make believe. I'm not letting you fucking kids in my house to bother my mother. Like, who are you?
Who are you?
Where are your parents?
And it's the 60s. Listen, you group of white children. No,
You
you're not
can't
coming
come in
in
my
to talk
house.
to my elderly black mother.
Maybe that guy. Him only.
I see something in you.
you, sir. Come on in.
Who are the people?
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, like, who are these kids coming in the house? It's not Halloween, like, y'all. That was 2 days ago. You're not even wearing a costume. No no so much of a trick or treat. So that was like weird to me that she would let her come up there and see the mother. And then like and she's going to arrest Stella. Stella, can I tell you why Stella is the bad guy in this movie?
Yes.
Let's go see the haunted house, right? Let me take the fucking book. Let's go to this place that is obviously scary. And I told you that this book is writing itself. And but now let me touch all the things in this woman's house. Keep your hands to yourself. Why are you touching that woman's music box? Like, you're not asking. Tanya, your mother probably too. You're not walking inside anybody's house and being like, touch, 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 touch. We had that talk before we walked inside. We had that talk in the car. We had that talk before we left the house. We had that talk before we got, just you look with your eyes. That's it. Not with your hands. Right. And so to be going around touching all the things and like that, everything about that scene was just driving me crazy. But then for her to be like, yo, that song, it's that song. The song is haunting. Someone's going to die. Someone's going to die. And I was like, oh, poor Lulu. She's seen some shit.
Poor Lulu, indeed.
Yeah. And then her daughter comes. She's like, sometimes she gets like this. I'm like, you're the one who let those little motherfuckers in the house. Yeah. Sometimes she gets like this. You didn't even go be like, hey, mom, do you know these kids? No, just go in. She's upstairs. I can't. Yeah, I hate Stella. You know what? This is where we are. Fuck Stella. This is all her fault. It's all her fault. It's all her fault.
Oh, Stella!
You bitch.
So they get arrested for trespassing.
That's the scariest part of the story. That officer.
And we find out that Ramon is a Vietnam War draft dodger.
Oh no. Not running away from a war that is.
Yeah.
Oh, like, okay. Yeah. He said that he got his letter after they received his dad in pieces.
No, his brother.
His brother
in pieces.
In pieces.
They basically said, "You next."
He and for what?
I know some old folks who absolutely dodged, and I'm like,
yeah. Did they run to Canada?
Yeah.
I heard that's why. Oh, I can't talk about that. I'll talk about that afterwards.
But
no, yeah,
old people I have spoken to, old men I've spoken to, have told me how they were like, "Nah, fuck that." And I honestly, I don't blame them.
I don't blame them either. My question to you:
my kids hide from a draft.
Say again?
I'd help my kids hide from a draft.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
Like, you're going to see your grandpa. Next flight out.
Next flight out. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. For what? To go somewhere and oh man, we're not.
Yeah, we don't need to get into the politics of the Vietnam War tonight or any of the wars. We don't need to do it. We don't need to.
Oh, yeah. You can feel my blood boiling.
Yeah. But
he's a draft dodger.
He's a draft dodger, and the police are like, yeah, we're keeping this guy here. And the jangly man is his story that scared him as a kid.
I love that he knew it, right? It's because when what's our stew guy's name? Augie. When Augie gets caught up in his stew, I don't think there was any foreshadowing that I can remember that it's going to be the food that gets him, right? Mm-hmm. When it's Chuck, Ruth, we're like, okay, we know this. She's got this play. The worst nightmare that you could possibly have as a teenager in your big production where you have the starring role is to get a zit on your face, right? Little fuck the rest of that part because that's even worse. But when we get to Chuck, he's like, oh my God, I've had this nightmare. It's a recurring nightmare. And so now you're like, oh, wait a second. We have a little bit of a taste of what his story is. And now we have Ramon. And he's like, oh, wait, it's my turn. I know it's my turn. I know it's my turn. I know it's my turn. Because look, I'm already in jail. I cannot escape.
And with the jangly man, it's the first time somebody not in the story gets killed. Because it killed the cop.
We love a theme. But he did. And I honestly didn't expect the cop to die. I expected them to be like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. The cop's like, stop panicking. For them to go, the dog to be like, and him to investigate and be like, y'all, there is nothing there. Like, enjoy your night. So and so is on duty. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah.
That was it. Or it's all your fault. I'm taking you home.
Right. Nope, he got killed. And that
Didn't see
actually
it coming.
was one that I did not expect.
Yeah.
I don't like talking about the jangly man. This is creepy. Why do you do this?
You know what? I because can you change your name to "It's All My Fault"? No, I enjoy. You know, the first time I watched it, I don't think I really paid attention to the jangly man. Like, I was kind of half paying attention to it because I was late. I was a little bit scared. I'll admit it. And so this time when I was watching, I was like, "Yo, the things that scare me include this box cutter that's sitting on my desk randomly. Don't know where that came from. But like weird body things, you know, like when people are like contorting themselves in strange ways, like that type of shit scares me. That's why the twins Bopsy and Topsy from Lovecraft Country disturb me so much. Like, yes, their faces were terrifying, but like no, 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 no. And the way that his body kept turning over like the Batmobile in Dark Knight, it was just like no matter what, he was always right side up and his head would like fall
Yeah.
up. Whew, that was terrifying to me.
Yeah, that
I
was
was so
freaky.
ah.
That
And
was
he had like and he talked. And he had like that eye that like opened.
We tied
What?
Timothy Walker is what he was saying.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Let's Google
Huh.
it.
Yeah, let's Google what that means because I wasn't really sure. He said that it was like a campfire story from when he was a kid, but we don't get any more about that story. And I don't know. I was trying to remember if there were any campfire stories as a kid that I
Oh,
was
the meaning of
okay.
the phrase is unknown.
Oh, so it's just scary.
Yeah, it's just to be scary. It's scary nonsense.
Oh, that's good times. And that's great. That's great. I hope I don't remember it after we talk about this.
Yeah, same. Same.
But it
I might watch something lighthearted.
we're watching Christmas movies right after this ends.
Yeah.
And by that we mean Gremlins. Yeah. I didn't expect it to chase him, but I guess I should have because like nobody like the other pursuits, like the Scarecrow didn't run, right? It just kept popping up.
And he stayed in his cornfield.
He stayed in his cornfield. Like the woman with the toe stayed in the house.
The pale lady stayed in that hallway.
Stayed in the hallway. The things mostly stayed in the bathroom from where they were Charlotte's Webin. And yeah, no. This one, there was no iron in the door, clearly, in front or to prevent it from coming in or from leaving. And yeah, it followed them all the way to the fucking haunted house.
Which, let's talk about Sarah Bellows.
Okay. Poor girl.
Poor her. She's being tortured by her brother.
So hear me out. I had a thought. Not that I condone anything that happened to her, but because we just did Victorian Psycho, I was like, but what if she was really doing that shit? How do we know she wasn't?
I think we're supposed to believe that she was not.
Sure. I will do it. I'll go along. But you know, sometimes you just know the kids are fucked up. I can't wait for us to one day do The Good Son because I love that movie.
Ooh.
You just like Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood in that movie are like so incredible.
Was I talking to you about what do you do if your kid is evil?
Drown them, clearly. I mean,
Oh,
get a good therapist.
It was when we were talking about Victorian Psycho and the
Yeah.
protagonist being evil as a child and not understanding that she was evil. I'm like, what do you do when your kid is clearly a demon?
Yeah.
Drown him.
Yeah.
I guess. Awkward. There's a documentary. There's a documentary. I forgot what it's called, but it's about like sociopathic children whose parents had to institutionalize them because they were a danger to their family. Wow. I saw it a long time ago. I wish I could remember what it was called.
Man,
But yeah,
So
it's
like
like
those,
kids
and then
like
it's like,
tried to kill their siblings and like really just didn't care, and they just were not
yeah,
meant to be home.
wow, wow,
Yeah. And you're like, what do we do with this kid other than institutionalize them? They don't let you kill them. They investigate now.
Her head was like, well, you know, when that dog Pitbull attacked my dog, she was put down like 3 days later. And I didn't ask for that. We were just like, can you just keep her on a leash? Like, what the fuck?
Mm.
Because she is whatever. That's a whole other story. R.I.P. Tips and this poor Pitbull, who was a rescue. She was a bait dog, you know? You know what bait dog is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I felt bad for her. She had a shitty life. And so, you know, hurt people hurt people. Unless you're a sociopath, then shits and giggles. You do it for the shiggles. Yeah. So Bellows, Sarah Bellows, clearly was an innocent victim because she was just albino and was telling people the truth about her family's fucking factory. What's a bait dog? A bait dog, AK, is the dog that they use in dog fights for the bigger dogs to attack. It's like they put them out there. Sometimes they bleed them, and the bigger dogs will go and practice attacking and fighting them. So yeah, they get abused hardcore. It's really fucked up. It's really fucked up. Hold on, I have to.
Okay.
Yeah, my allergies. I'm trying not to like snot into the mic like I did last time accidentally. Or that one stream where I had the flu and just didn't mute the whole time. But yeah, that was her only crime, is that she was telling the truth and that she was an albino.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, "Why are you trying to fuck with our bag?"
They called her a witch.
They called her a witch.
They electrocuted her. I'd be bitter and go on a killing spree too. But it's like, why are you killing all these kids? They had nothing to do with it. It's like Candyman when you start going and killing everybody in the hood because he got lynched. Like, what did they do?
They didn't do anything. We're going after the wrong people.
Said his name.
Ooh, okay, once. You can't play this stream 3 times. You can only watch it this once. Sorry.
Yeah,
we'll delete it. Don't worry. Yeah, no, I felt bad for her. You know, and she was just and they kept her locked in the house. Like, I want to know who she was telling if they didn't let her out of the house in the first place. But okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
I don't know. And then we see Lulu as a child. And all she does is point. You know what? Well, yeah. I guess we could back up. So they get to that. Ramon drives to the house. He's being chased by the jangly man. It's all your fault. Is already inside the house, right? Mm-hmm. She's inside the house, but she's done this thing where she's like transported into Sarah's present day. Mm-hmm. At the same time, Ramon is like in current day, and they're living like a parallel existence. Or I guess it's not parallel, but yeah, they're in the same house, different time zones. And it's really fun because she's hearing him run around the house, and he's kind of hearing echoes of her, but they can't communicate. So she basically becomes Sarah, and the family is chasing her around, and that shit is scary. Like, I'm not her. They're like, what are you talking about? We told you.
Switching.
We told you. How does she do that?
How do I always end up with something with body switching? I'm talk to my therapist about this.
I was about to say. I wasn't going to, but I was like, I'm gonna text you on the side. AK, you can add that to your Thousand Eyes bingo card. Not intentional body switching, but unintentional body switching, because it's happened a few times this spooky season.
Yeah.
What was the other thing? Well, one was we didn't talk about that. on Sunday
Oh,
because that was
Twilight
the
Zone.
Twilight Zone. Um, Hanging Balloon, I guess, kind of a little bit, not really the same. Eh, eh, yeah,
In any case, Stella gets to live as Sarah. She has to confront her.
that's what she gets for stealing her book.
It's like this all could have been avoided if you didn't take that book out that house.
You should have just made out with the boy in the back of the car, like people do at drive-in movies.
Then it would be all over. Your scoffing is just great.
I can't. It's like the first time I watched it, I was like, okay, cute. But then today I'm watching, I'm like, yo, your friends are gone and you're sad about it. It's your fault. Nobody wanted to go to the haunted house.
And I remember, like, with the
You were
end
just trying to be
coming,
cool.
I was like, are they going to bring, because I assumed when I first saw it, I assumed the friends were going to be brought back after she wrote the story. And I
Yeah.
remember wondering, like, what about the bully? Is he going to be brought back too? But then nobody was brought back.
Which I liked.
I was like,
liked.
oh,
Yeah. She's like, oh my God, I'm going to do my best to bring them back. And I'm like,
no, baby, they're dead.
from where? The mom's like, you ruined my fucking vacation. Where's this kid? He never comes back. And there's no stew anywhere in the house. Just an empty fridge.
Or she comes home and there's stew and a toe on the floor.
Yeah, actually, I like that better. He was never found. And then they do like a DNA test and it was not even his toe. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I mean, I like, here's something that I did like about it. I like that she confronts Sarah. Like, we see Sarah in the dark, blah, blah. And she was like, we know that we know that it wasn't your fault. We know you didn't poison those kids. But bitch, you are still a problem. You're making my friends disappear. They're gone because of you. Like, all these things are now happening because of you, because you were mad, because you wanted revenge. And I hope she like saw the mirror. But I don't think she did. So is there a sequel to this movie? Because I would have hated if they actually found them.
Not that I know of. I don't think so. Let me see.
Yeah, okay, no signs of foul play.
In 2020, there was one announced in development.
But it was 2023.
The story had been completed and the script was being revised.
Oh. I don't want to know what happens next. I'm sorry, I'm not watching the sequel.
I probably will.
Yeah.
Probably will.
So yeah, I enjoyed it. I feel like this might be something I watch with my older nephew. I think that Chainsaw Man would probably enjoy it. I think that he'd keep asking how come they just didn't text each other or send a picture of the book. Like, why didn't he just send her a picture of the books so they believe the story was being written? Why didn't they just send a video? And I like, my answer to him would be like, one, they could not. But two, like, if I was doing that and like that was going to be the thing, like it wouldn't appear. You wouldn't see the writing happening.
Yeah.
It's in your mind. Yeah. Well, I did after this.
I'll look for the books.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for the books. I'm gonna check out the books. Actually, something that started playing after this was Pumpkinhead by R.L. Stine.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I turned it off because I was gonna I could see myself mixing stories up, but I was like, okay. Town moves to a place that's famous for harvesting pumpkins. Dun dun dun.
I think that I am going to finish listening to Shigidi and the Brass Head of Obalufun because I'm on.
Speaking of books.
Speaking of books, I'm listening.
Take it away.
Saturday, Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We will be talking about Shigidi and the Brass Head of Obalufun, a fantastic fantasy heist story. What started with Ed Gein is the creepiest guy. Sorry, yeah, heist story. Minor nightmare god and a succubus walk into a bar. That's the premise. Like, they have to commit a heist, and it's a really cool story. We get some gods, Orisha. We get other gods from other cultures. We have that god that was it the Indian god? What was his name? Mu something Moraka? I don't know. In any case, lots of gods.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Peter. It was literally that. I was like, oh, okay. That's how I actually ended up watching Gen V.
Yeah, I started watching that by accident. And I was like, okay, I'll watch. And now I got to finish it. But yeah, so yeah, Saturday. The link is, let me see.
Link. Yeah, it's a fun read. And the audiobook is also really good.
Very good.
And you know, who doesn't like a story with a succubus and a nightmare god? And so you know, yeah. And I like other gods from other pantheons, which I really like. I mean, this book made me look things up that I'd never heard of and be horrified by what I saw in the name of the legend. Remember, I forgot what it's called, the thing that I sent you, and I was like,
oh, the ritual for that one god.
Yeah.
Whew. Yeah. That's whose name I was trying to remember, but I couldn't remember.
Yeah, I have to go back. I'll look it up. Yeah. So that's exciting.
Author Wale Talabi will be joining us. So that's fun. He's a super cool guy.
Yeah.
Great writer. I've read some of his short stories.
Convergence theory?
Convergence Problems.
Yes.
Yeah. And Shigidi makes an appearance in that book. We'll talk about this Saturday though, because I was actually really excited, and I had going back to Shigidi and the Brass Head, going back to that after reading Convergence Problems and catching the references to that story was pretty cool.
I'm gonna try to read that before Saturday.
I'll look up which one it is, but in any case, you should come through and watch.
Yeah. What else are you doing on Saturday?
Saturday, I'm going to the zoo.
Oh no, I just meant the y'alls out there. What else are you doing on Saturday night at 6:00? Hang out with us, and then you get pregame with us because it's wine on an empty stomach.
It is.
Yeah, pregame and then go out. Yeah, and then we're back next Tuesday, wrapping up our spooky season festival. In case we might do one more. We'll think about it. Oh, actually, AK, when are we on with you?
Oh yeah,
is that this week? I swear to God, I put it on my calendar.
I didn't. I have no idea.
I put it and I sent you an invite.
Did I respond to it?
Yes. AK, please tell us when we are joining you, because this is the awkward. Yeah, but we're going to be hanging out with AK because she's doing Tales from the Crypt Demon Night, which I'm very excited about. And she said Tales from the Hood Part 1. And both of those things. I can't wait to talk about Billy Zane and Jada Pinkett before she was Jada Pinkett Smith. It's such a good movie. It's like it scares me for so many reasons. I think it was a Wednesday. I'll double check. See, now I don't feel bad. I feel it, but is that Wednesday tomorrow is the question, I guess. Because we have D&D the following. Anyway, well, AK figures that out. We are wrapping up our spooky season next Tuesday with a classic.
An iconic slasher film from an iconic horror director.
Absolutely. It's like what brought slashers back for people, for millennials, right? It made slasher movies cool again. Like we had all the cool stuff from like the 80s, but like this put slashers, I think, back on the map for people who were like not really into horror or thought that the ones were like campy from back in the day, or were just like, ugh, God, whatever. You know, I've seen Jason, I've seen Halloween, I've seen Freddy, like wah, 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 wah. But then in 1996, Look, my fingers were like one of them. We got Scream.
I loved this movie. I saw it.
Loved,
Wait,
loved.
tonight's not the night. We'll talk about it.
No, we'll talk about it next week.
Start talking about it. Like, oh,
But we just have to big it up because that's how cool and that's how I think important Scream is to our generation.
Yeah.
You know. And I never thought about any of that until we just started saying this right now. But like Scream, it's a favorite. It's one of my favorites. I still jump even though I've seen like a lot of those scenes, and I'm looking forward to watching it some point between now and next Tuesday twice. Yeah, Scream.
And then that's our October. That's our October.
That's October.
This past Sunday we did Victorian Psycho, so if you missed it,
no spoilers. We did it without spoilers. And you might listen to it and be like, but you guys talk, oh yeah, but we managed to do it without spoilers because
you'd be surprised what we left out.
Absolutely.
Like, we dropped a few things that happened in the story, but
we were talking about it today and we're like, we could actually do an entire second stream and still not spoil anything.
And it's such a short read. There's so much packed into it. But anyway, we talked about that already.
Oh, hold on 1 second. Because I have it within reach. This is the book. This is
it's little.
This much happens in this book. This that we could do 2 streams and then we could do a third where we spoil everything.
So
it's amazing.
Go ahead and drop the link for that.
Yeah, please do, because that was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. Like if you need a hard sell or a soft sell on Victorian Psycho, if you like going, what the fuck? And then also laughing about it, it's a perfect book for you. You muted.
I muted because I was pulling up YouTube to get the link.
I'll drop it.
I'm doing it now.
Okay. Yeah. So Victorian Psycho. I had a lot of fun talking about that. I mean, I always have a lot of fun talking with Tanya about most things.
Everything.
So yeah. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I might watch it with my nephew. I might never watch it again.
Yeah, I can't let my kids watch this. They're too young.
Yeah. I mean,
I gotta wait like 4 years before the big one can watch it.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, yeah, it's a fun thing. And I think that it's funny because like when I picked up when I picked up that it was Vietnam War era, I thought they did a really good job of like capturing this time period, but not making it feel and look old. You know, like sometimes I think with Stranger Things, they're trying too hard to make it feel like that's the era. But they don't lose my interest in being like, oh, okay, they're trying to make me feel that it was back in this time. Everything still felt very fresh, which I appreciated.
Yeah. I have nothing to add to that. Well said. Well said. Bravo. Bravo.
Thank you. Did you see I moved? I said and one. Damn. I was like, oh, wrong arm. There we go.
There you go. Well, I guess that's our Tuesday. I'm gonna go listen to Shigidi.
Scream. Oh wait, look, they're both right there. Like Vanna White. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. It was great to see y'all.
And we will do interview with a vampire. I think we should do interview with the vampire. We'll do the movie and interview with a vampire. We'll do them both.
I actually now regret that we didn't start it and do it episode by episode because I love it.
Never too late. I love that so much. When I realized that I hadn't finished the season. Well, I knew I hadn't. As soon as Netflix was like, "Hey, we got season 2," I was like, "I don't have AMC. Thank you so much." And I'd only seen like the first episode when season 2 came out, and so I watched the second one, and then it was 4:00 in the morning, and I had one episode left, and I said, okay, watch the last one tomorrow. And then I did, and I've been waiting for like 3 weeks for Tanya to, to finish watching.
Yeah, I had to finally watch it, and I finished it today. And
Oh, we're both done AK, but now we want to do, I think we should do episode by episode. Like I'd be like, we could like do 2 at a time from the first season to now, except you did it with Kojo first season. But yeah, I'm down for episode by episode.
I mean, we don't have to do 2 at a time. Fuck it. Just do one episode
It's
at a time.
so good.
We catch up to Lestat.
Messy bitch.
Messy bitch who lives for drama.
I want to eat him alive. The things that we've said about him in our chat would make a sailor blush.
He would get a restraining order
against Don't tell him you were at Comic-Con. My fans are both over there.
All right. Well, that's our stream. Good night, everybody. And AK says it's worth it to do it F by F. Yeah, I think we will.
Yeah, I think we will.
All right. Bye.